brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hold on. Check.
Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. The Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Value three.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Henderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 54 is Mike. 54.
46.
54.
Sweat. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Right here. Slam.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mark 54. Mark 54.
47. 26.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Bryant is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go.
Gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step.
180.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check.
Ric Flair.
Watch the eye.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Gall. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
I'm scared.
second down. It's Henderson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
55,
Let's go. 76. 76.
Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Henderson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch it slap. Watch it slap.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go. 20.
I'm coming after you.
Come on now.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
36.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Malcolm Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 47. Go. Get out there.
Check. Watch 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We're going to 54. Under.
Throwing. Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Truck. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Done.
Blue there.
Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got wide. Tighten up.
Hey, kill. 26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Watch the run.
Here's Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 64 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Well, you think about the 2 quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott. And, of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th round, pick number 135. But Dak would take home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Fear not, though, for Jared Goff. He would recover, of course, and lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53 in that eventual loss to the Patriots. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from her. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Looking for Woods that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
47.
Right there. 54 Mike. Come on.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A first down carry by Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Randy Gregory in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack on first down, Goff nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We're good. We're good.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a first and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Go to 54, line 8. You go tight. You got 26.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We're going to 53. Here we go, 46. Done.
Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Check 55, Mike.
The final shot before break here. Goff going up top for Cup. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he lost the football. And an alley to Robert Woods. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go, kill.
On second down, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 91 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 99. Check 99. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
We're good. We're good.
Under 10.
Goff now looking to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And the Rams first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
On first down, it's Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
Focus, defense, focus.
First down.
Mike,
76, tell him. 76. 76.
watch your
Maverick.
Lucky. 61. Matchbox.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right there. Hey, 5. Right there. 54. Hey, foxtrot. Check. Mike 5-4. Mike 4.
A shotgun snap for gone. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run with Henderson. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 24, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Hey, let's get there.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Robert Quinn, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Check Mike 54. Mike.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 20.
Now Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Cut.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go, 47. Watch the wing. Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hit it to 6. Pull it. High. Here we go, 47. Orbit. Watch that. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, kill.
This is Elliott. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Deuce. Here we go. Going to 54. Line. Hey, kill. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Past the 20. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Silver. DC. Rush in. General West. Watch it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mike 54. 12. 54. Go.
Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Austin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Henderson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role.
Shell. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
There we go. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check the backer, check the backer. Jim.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
180.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways